BigHerc916, positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know how I do it over here. I recently put up a video about the importance of a good education. And I have previously mentioned that school, it was structured to make young people good employees. Now, I know that might seem like I'm double talking when I say if you don't do good in school, you're going to be a failure, but it also makes good employees. Well, in education in school, it doesn't have to be your traditional school. It could be a trade school. It could be a school where you learn to be an entrepreneur, but you still got to show up. At the end of the day, if your child is not doing anything productive and they're not educating themselves, then they're going to be a failure. Education is an understanding of being able to handle responsibilities, having accountability, and being able to keep your word, show up, and create values. And there are schools out there that allow kids to learn at their own pace. And I've heard of these schools. They're like magnet schools. There's one I read about in Santa Monica, and they allow kids. There's kids in there who are 12 years old, 13, and they're already taking college courses. And when you're not limited to what your mind can absorb, when a teacher's not putting you in a box, sky's the limit. Perfect example is check out this school right here.
There is a school in Texas that only has 2 hours of class per day, is taught by AI, and has no teachers. And the results are kind of scary. Students at Alpha School are testing in the top 1 to 2% nationally. In fact, it's been so effective that they're now expanding across America to Florida, Arizona, California, and New York. The students are learning academics through AI tutors, which give them a one-on-one personalized curriculum. And after their short morning academic block, the rest of the school day is spent learning real-world skills like public speaking, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy. They also built a school in Brownsville, which is one of the poorest school districts in the country, and the students there demonstrated 2.1 times faster learning compared to national norms. So the question is, should more schools around the country adopt this approach, or is this something that could never work for larger schools?
School right here. So this particular school has no teachers. It's AI based, which is crazy. And you have 2 hours of school, which, you know, learning, education, whatever. And then the rest of the day, you're kind of like doing your own thing. You're being creative. And I think that's so amazing because creativity, whether it's art, whether it's creating these projects, doing different things, it stimulates your thought process and allows you to think outside the box. And one of the most interesting classes I had in school, I would say, would be art class, home ec, and I enjoyed the John Muir class, which was going out into nature. So a lot of these things were things that kind of like opened your mind for the possibilities of creativity, but like we still had the foundational things, a little bit of math. You had your English, you had your science, you had your
never settle for average. Go to BigHerc916.com. The popos are coming. I gotta hurry up and wash my ass. Go to BigHerc916.com, pick you up a bar of soap, and wash your ass, or else you're gonna be under arrest too. Oh, shit. Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight-A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer
with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey against all odds.